Hello guys, welcome back to Runneth Over Garden Life. My name is Nina.
I'm Boyce.
And today we just wanted, well, actually what happened over the weekend was major.
Yeah.
Our youngest and my
Our
last baby girl.
Our only baby girl decided to leave me and find herself another man. So her longtime boyfriend that they've been with for a long time, they decided to get married. We knew it was coming, but we didn't expect it to be this soon.
Yeah, we are completely happy. Our family is growing, which we're gonna post up a photo here of them. We are completely happy for the both of them, but my heart just hurts. Just
a little bit.
Yeah. She was absolutely beautiful. He was so handsome in his uniform.
Yeah.
In case I haven't mentioned,
her longtime boyfriend is
now husband
is in the military.
He's in the military. He serves in the U.S. Army. So we are officially a military family
now. Yeah.
Yeah. Boyce served in the U.S. Army. Little Boyce, our other son, which I'll put up a picture here for you guys, that got married
less than a year ago.
Yeah, it was this year that he got married, which I'll put down. I can't, in the top of my head, I can't think when they got married. And they got married in Vegas. He's a Navy man. And now my son-in-law, my new son, he is an Army man. Yep. So we are officially a military family. So that got us thinking about this video, which we want to do it as an open collaboration. I don't know if it'll take off or not, but if it does, that's awesome, because we actually would be so interested in hearing what kept your marriage alive. What are the
tips and tricks
of keeping your marriage going?
Yeah.
So we're gonna name this #HealthyMarriedLife. Yeah. So if you would like to join in this collaboration, please feel free and let us know, so that way we can go and watch and be like, oh,
we didn't know that.
We didn't know that.
So a little bit about ourselves before we go anything. You're probably thinking like, who the hell are these young dapper people talking about marriage and what? We've been married 20 plus years. We've been together since we were 17. Got married when we were 19. So we've been together. We've been through ups and downs, side to side, flips and everything. We've been through a lot. Yeah,
we've been through struggles. We've been poor, homeless poor.
Yes.
We've been at a
stable income,
and then down low to no income again. Yeah. Back up to high income, or not high, but like
military income. But so we've been through these things, and we figured out a lot of things. We didn't have no one telling us what you should do in your marriage life, or any advice about marriage life, because people never been through our situations, and then they don't understand that. Oh, we have family helping us out. We didn't have family to help us out.
Yeah.
I have 6 brothers and mom and dad. No one helped me. She has her mom and dad, and her brother and sister are younger than them. Didn't help us.
Yeah.
So
we didn't have any guidance as to
do's and don'ts.
What should we do with our marriage? What would build a successful, or help build a successful or a good foundation for marriage? So this is open for anybody that is having a rocky marriage, that is just getting married, or is even thinking of getting married. So taking these 5 things, key points, into some consideration. Think about it, really mull it over before you really want to step into this. And if you're already there, hey, you know what, it's okay, because there is always a hope and chance for change. Yep. And that change starts with you and your partner. It's a two-way street. It's always, one person can never carry the other person. Never. And this relationship, marriage, having a covenant with somebody, you cannot carry that other person. It is a give and take on both sides. So let's start off with number 1, babe.
Communication. Speak to your partner. Hey,
hi,
I feel like we need to do this, or I feel like we got to do this, or give them your goals, your parameters, your expectations of what you expect from them, and they'll do the same thing to you. Okay, like for me personally, what I expected from her, and I'm pretty sure she didn't know that until like we were like 5 years in, is that to take care of my house, take care of my kids, feed me, and take care of me, and everything else I'll take care of.
And going back to what he said that I didn't know until 5 years in, again, communication. I'm not a mind reader. He's not a mind reader. We need to speak. Open your mouth. Talk to one another.
Yeah.
If he's hurt your feelings or if she's hurt your feelings, speak.
Oh, yeah.
Tell them, like, hey, what you said was hurtful. You know, let's not do that again. Let's not revisit that area again.
And you gotta come at them with respect. You don't come at them with a dagger. Say, hey, you hurt my feelings. You don't. But that's just gonna cause more
drama, more hurt,
more strife, and you don't want that. So just come to the look. I gotta talk to you about this. Communicate. Just like you're talking to a friend, because this is your friend. This is gonna be your friend for life.
My best friend.
You know, for life. So you want to talk to them. Let them know what's going on. There's been many times I've said things and I've done things that hurt her feelings. And I didn't know, because she tries to hide it and mask it, and she giggles and laughs, like trying to play it off. I don't know. I thought I was doing okay. And there's been many things that she done to me or said to me that hurt my feelings. I don't tell her until a couple years later. I go like, you know what you said? That kind of hurt my feelings. It cut me deep.
Yeah.
You know, and she didn't know. But you got to communicate. You got to let each other know. Like, it took us 20 years to realize these things.
Communication is key. This right here, this first one right here, you can use it throughout your whole entire life. At work,
yes,
with your friends, with your family, in your marriage, in your relationships, any relationship. Communication is key. People are not mind readers.
No.
Well, I've been with you for 10 years. You should know how I feel. No.
Nope.
No. Like, that is not, it just ain't possible.
And believe it or not, we're only 40, and look at me, I look like I'm 60.
Oh,
I'm
no,
tired because we had to live a rough life. We had to realize all these things, you know, and later in our life.
I look 60?
No, you still look vibrant.
Oh,
it's okay.
It's the moisturizer I've been using. No, but
and that brings us to number 2.
Finances.
Yes, finances. Bills come every month.
Just like clockwork.
Sometimes you might get that weekly bill because you bought something through a finance company and you have to pay every week, because they assume that you get paid every week. I don't know about you guys. I get paid every 2 weeks. I wish I got paid every week. That'd be bomb. But those bills come every time. So
you got to remember that you're not only supporting yourself,
supporting each other.
You're supporting each other. Bills always come first. You don't want to splurge on a Gucci bag and then how am I going to pay rent, you know, and then y'all are going to go homeless. Like, seriously?
Or buying a $500 PlayStation because it's a new one. He goes, oh man, I want it. I've been wanting it. You know, I got the money for it. Let's go buy it. And then your lights get cut off.
Yeah. Because
you forgot or you didn't pay no mind to, hey, I got bills.
PlayStation Lite. PlayStation Lite.
Yeah. So, finances. And this goes back to communication with them. You talk to your spouse, you talk to your loved one, you talk to, look, okay, we only have X money and we have Y dreams. And Z expectations. So your X money is supposed to support both of them. But you're going to do the ones that are mandatory, are more important, like your bills, food, gas in your car. And then whatever you have left, save it, spend it.
Yeah.
It's
most definitely try to set up a savings.
Make that money work for you. You know, don't just put it underneath your bed and save it or save cash. Find a high interest loan. Find some kind of investment that's low risk but saves you, like, will make you money while it's sitting there. Just something.
Because you never know when you will run into an emergency situation.
Yeah.
Here lately, we are facing some very difficult and uncertain times. And I think that's always been throughout every generation before us. That there's always been uncertainty in times. But to be able to have that extra finances to back you up in case of a hard time,
yep,
that is key and fundamental to being okay. Because I know whenever we first started off, we didn't have anything. We were just kids.
Yep.
And we would always fight. Am I right?
Yep.
We would always fight about finances because there was just never enough. Every time we get caught up, we were always like,
something comes up.
Something comes up. We don't have enough money for this. We don't have enough money for that. Where are we going to get money? You know, and so save yourself some heartache and get your finances in order.
And money is the first and most dangerous thing to come across with in a relationship. You don't have enough money for this, or you don't have enough money for that. Or, hey, you might even be on the opposite of the spectrum. You have way too much money, and your spouse expects you to do everything. She expects you, or he expects you to, like, oh, you got a life savings? Cool, let's go buy us a brand new car, let's go buy us a boat, let's go buy us property, and stuff like that. Which, if you're okay with it, then go ahead. But communicate with each other. Let each other know this is what you expect.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, now we go to number 3.
Number 3 is what, baby? Commitment.
Commitment.
So, commitment or infidelity or being unfaithful to your partner or your spouse is the number 1 reason for divorce.
Yeah.
Second is violence in a relationship. But commitment, infidelity is the number 1 reason for divorce. So if you want to be successful in your marriage,
be faithful.
Be faithful.
And
keep it in your pants.
When we're talking about commitment, and that goes in the broad aspect of your whole marriage. Yes, commitment to your wife. You said I do to you, and I cherish you, and you're the one in my life. That's what you said. You're supposed to mean it. Now, that also goes to, let's say, your job. You made a commitment to your job, to your bosses, to your things. I commit that I'm going to come to work Monday through Friday to do my job. That's a commitment. That not only commits for you, but for your family. If you don't have a job, you don't got money, you're not going to have a wife because you're not going to take care of them. That's simple. But the main one that we're really talking about is the fidelity part. You know, yes, you're married. You said I do, and this is the only one. I understand that the world out here today, men and women dress or don't dress like they're supposed to and cover up what they need to be covering up. And your eyes will wander. Yes, but fight it. Because you got to understand, you're like, oh my God, look at that. She sees me. She will see you. Your spouse will see you and think that, what are you doing? You hurt their feelings. And
Am I not enough?
And then you think like, well, just looking is not a problem.
I'm not touching.
But
I'm
then,
just looking.
But then she looks at some guy. And she's like, damn. That'll hurt your feelings. That'll make you feel like crap because that guy might have things that you don't have. Me personally, I'm not a bodybuilder. I don't got muscles everywhere. And she might find a muscular guy walking by checking him out. You know? That would hurt my feelings. Like, crap. I'm a tubby. You know? But there's a lot of me to love. You know? So, think of it both ways. Before you do anything, think about, will it hurt her feelings? Or will it hurt your feelings if she did the same thing you're doing? Mm-hmm. That's simple. And I know a lot of relationships out here and a lot of people nowadays are saying, hey, they can look, it's fine. I don't care what they look or not look. But that leads to touching. That leads to talking to them.
Oh, yeah.
Flirting. Flirting leads to stuff. Because all it takes is one person or one time you and your spouse get in an argument. Because you will get in an argument. That's a guarantee. I'm telling you this right now in your relationship. That is a guarantee you will get in an argument with your spouse. You will. And the person that you're talking to, you're flirting with, or you just...
Well, she'll understand me. Or he'll understand me. He's just a friend.
Yep.
It'll be okay.
And it takes that one time to get angry, and then you go talk to them, and she's going to show you kindness. She's going to show you sympathy, and you're going to feel attracted to that person. Mm-hmm. And there it goes. That's all it is.
It'll be a vicious, like, little snowball effect.
Yep.
And then, you know, your relationship will either be always rocky. He or she will probably find out. And always in the back of their mind is going to be that whole, well, he's at work. Let me see. It only takes them da-da-da-da-da to get there and da-da-da-da-da to get back home. So where is he? He's only 5 minutes late, but where is he?
Because there's been times I work exactly 7 minutes from my job. I can drive from my job to my house in 7 minutes. There's been times I clock out at 4 in the afternoon. She calls me at 4:01. Where are you at?
And I tell him, who is she? Who is
Over
she?
the phone. I go, woman, I'm walking to my car. She doesn't do it because, you know, I was unfaithful. She doesn't do it because she does it because she thinks it's funny.
But this is not funny. You know what I mean? But
it
is true.
It'll
like,
keep it on there.
Mm-hmm.
And which this brings us to number 4. Honesty and trust. It is hella hard to have someone trust you. It's almost damn near impossible to have someone you love trust you after you mess up. Because it's easy as hell to break trust. Hard to regain it back.
Yeah.
You know? And that trust never comes up 100%. It will never be 100% after you break it. Never. You could give them the world 30 years of perfect marriage, perfect this, perfect that for 30 years. They still won't trust you 100% because you hurt them.
Yeah, it'll always be back there in the back of their mind. Yep. Am I enough? Is he still like, Papa was a rolling stone? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it'll still be back there, and that hurt, even though she or he has forgiven you, the hurt, that residue of that hurt, of that betrayal that you did is still there. It's still there. So be very, very careful. And with trust and honesty, you got to be honest with yourself about your shortcomings, like what really is going on with yourself.
Yep.
You know, be honest with yourself. Be honest with your spouse about how you actually feel, because I cannot count on him to fix me.
And vice versa.
And vice versa. One person cannot fix the other. If you have something that's going on inside you, that maybe something happened to you in your past, and you're bringing it into here, thinking, oh, he's going to fix me, he's going to help me, this marriage is going to be, you know, it's going to be fixable. It's not. You have to work on yourself. You have to, again, all these little key points tie in together. Communication. You need to communicate with him and be honest with him. Like, look, this happened to me in my past, and I'm not through it all the way.
Yep.
I need some help.
Because they will bring...
Do you think you can give me some advice?
Because they will bring baggage in. You know, the guy that she was dating or the girl you were dating before, you cheated on you. You're not going to trust the next one that comes along. Yes, they're new people. They're brand new. And they probably never done it before. But you've been hurt. So it will take them a little longer to trust. And this is where the communication and then the commitment you give them comes in effect. All these things are... If we could give any advice, and that y'all guys will take, is this first thing. Love yourself, respect yourself, and expect that from somebody to give to you. If you don't love yourself or respect yourself, how are you going to love and respect someone else? It's that simple. Because you won't know what that is until you show it yourself. And I tell my kids that all the effing time. When they're growing up, I said, don't ever tell a boy, don't ever tell a girl you love them if you don't love yourself first. You know, and my kids, I talk to them like they were adults since they're in elementary school. I never hated nothing from them. This is just my way I parent my kids. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, because it is risky. You know, my kids are 20 years old and they're acting like they're 40. Like they look at other kids. They look at other kids and go like, you're dumb for doing that. That's and a
lot of times whenever they were dating, they expected their relationships to be at a mature level because of the way their mindset was, and they're like, I don't understand, why aren't they at here where I'm at? I need them to be here where I'm at, because this is just
childish.
Yeah, it's childish the way they're acting, the way they're thinking and everything. But that's because that's the way we brought them up.
Yeah.
It was better for us to be honest with them and open with them about the things about what's happening out in the world instead of other people influencing our children.
Yep.
We wanted to be the influencers. We wanted to build them up the way we have our values and the way we thought that, you know, a person should be. Yep. You know. So,
and that's it. Love yourself before you love anyone else. You know, because I've known a lot of people who cut themselves. I've known a lot of people who hurt themselves just because to get attention, or because they have so much emotions in them, they don't know how to get it out. Mm-hmm. You know, and if you're in a relationship and you notice this about somebody, they're doing this, it's not because they don't love you. It's not because they want out of the relationship. It's because they have something in them that they can't get out.
Yeah.
And this is when the communication, the trust, the honesty, and the commitment. You tell them that you have this. I'm here for you. Talk to me. We're here together.
Yeah. And if it helps, encourage your partner to go seek out counsel. Either a pastor,
yep,
somebody that you trust, like trust. Not somebody that's going to be like, hey, this is happening, and then they're going to turn around and go tell everybody else. No.
Yeah.
Somebody that you trust, a counselor. I don't even know what else. A therapist.
Yep.
Which sometimes therapists, you kind of have to search around a little bit and be supportive, you know? Like, it's okay. We're going to get you the help that you need.
Which this brings us to number 5. Patience, forgiveness, and
understanding.
Mm-hmm. You got to be patient. Trust me. In a marriage, you have to be patient. Because
sometimes your spouse can be on a whole other level,
yes,
than you. Because you're over here thinking one thing, and he's over here thinking 5 steps ahead of you. So you have to, have to be patient.
Yeah. And you have to have forgiveness, because you will snap at them, and they will snap at you, and you got like, why you're getting angry at me? We're doing the same thing you're doing, kind of, and they just look at you like, what is your problem? You have to have forgiveness, and you have to, like, okay, for instance, we had, I guess, an argument, or I got mad at her after my daughter got married. We want to go pick us something to drink, and
Faith wanted horchata.
She wanted horchata, so we want to go get that and everything else, and we get in the car. She was with her husband, you know, can't even say it right. Her husband in their car, and we were in our car. They didn't have the key to the apartment. We had the key. So I was telling my wife, hey, go ahead, take this. And she was like, why don't you just give it to Faith? And they were just looking at each other. She's like, what do you want me to do? And I got upset.
Yeah, you got
agitated. Raised my voice. I got agitated. I got aggravated. I was like, take your drink, get the key, go to open the door. She got mad at me. She didn't say she was mad at me. I felt it. You know what I mean? You feel that anger.
Communication, guys.
You know. But after that left, and after they got taken care of, I was on the road. I called her to apologize. I called her like, babe, I'm sorry if I felt like I got angry with you. She was already getting mad at me. She was already like, you're talking to me all crazy. I understand, and I'm sorry.
Which I was gonna talk to him about it when he got home.
Yeah.
Like, why were you talking to me crazy?
But I called her and I told her I wanted to apologize. Like, I'm sorry if I did this. And it's forgiveness, understanding, and communication.
And patience, because I could have went like...
She could have, yes.
But I didn't.
But, yeah. And not everything is perfect. It's not.
Yeah.
And you got to understand. Key goal for patience, forgiveness, understanding is that you have to understand 2 people, when you get married, become one person. You live one life. Mm-hmm. That means both of you commit 50-50 to making one life great. Your life. Not having one person make both of your lives great. It doesn't work that way. Because financially, it's impossible. Communicating for 2 people, one person communicating for 2 people, it's impossible. I can't order for her. We go out to eat, it goes, all right, she'll have veggie this and salad. Like that. Unless you like that.
Then that's cool. That's,
you know, I have never met a person that, yeah, go ahead and order for me without knowing what they want. You just order whatever. Yeah. No, my kids used to be like that. Dad, I want this. But they don't want to order. I had to go order for them. But they told me what they wanted. Okay? So I've never met somebody like that. And then again, goes back to the finances and the trust. One person can't make two people happy.
Exactly.
Because they'll lack their life of being happy, so that goes that. And then there could be shortcomings in your life making you happy. There goes that. So you're never happy. But having two people work to one goal, which is marriage. Two people working to one goal to be happy.
And the ultimate goal is to have only one marriage, okay, guys? That is the ultimate goal, okay? It might not work out with the first one in case, you know, I'm not saying that, oh, I've been married like 3 times, I'm already a failure. No. Things come up. Infidelity, abuse, like all these other things. Don't think that you're a failure or you're doomed or you're not meant for love. That I don't believe that. I believe everybody has been created in a shape or a form to be loved and to love.
Yep.
You know, it's just it's hard work. Marriage is hard work. And then building a family, because once you're married, you're your own family, you know. And then whenever you have your children, which it comes to our bonus, our bonus key point, having children. If you're having a rocky marriage and things are just not working out, and you're like, oh, I know,
if we have a baby, it'll fix everything.
It'll fix everything. And no, if anything, it'll amplify it 20 times more of all of the things that you guys are like fighting about. Yes.
Like let's go back to finances. Finance is always a big thing for me. Okay, you go back to finances. You're having a problem with finances. You're having arguments, and then you think, "Oh, we'll have a baby. We'll fix it." No, that's an extra mouth to feed. That's an extra ching 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 money coming out. Like you don't have money to support both y'all right now. You know, and that will cause a whole lot more strife and a whole lot. And then you'll start growing to resent each other.
And if you're lacking patience, having a child is gonna drive your patience. It's gonna try it. Not only that, your spouse is going to be stressed out. You got to go to work. I have to stay at home with the child all day, or vice versa, whichever one. I know today now women are the sole breadwinners and the husbands stay at home and work. Whichever way it is, patience is key. And understanding and communication. All these little factors, they're all...
Now, we're not saying don't have kids. Kids are a blessing. Kids are beautiful. I love babies. I think, to be honest, I think I love my wife a little bit more while she was pregnant than I do now.
Oh man, I love being pregnant, but that's another whole other thing.
But that's just me. And some people are not ready to be parents.
Yeah.
You think you are. You really do think you are.
I don't think nothing ever really prepares you. No book, no counseling, no nothing will actually prepare you to become a parent. It's kind of like you go as it comes, like hands-on training. Like seriously, like you just throw yourself right into it and here we go.
Like, you know? You're 20 years old, never swam in your life, never been in the water. Then you can throw you in the 10-foot deep pool, learn how to swim.
Oh God.
That's having a kid. Okay? You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It might kill you, but you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But don't have a kid to fix your relationship.
And don't get married, guys. Do not get married if you are... How can I put this? Don't get married if you are the type that is like, I don't want to spend my whole entire life with one person.
Yeah.
Or I just can't give that up quite yet. You know, I love you, but I'm still all about me. You know, I still want to satisfy what I want to do.
Yep.
You know, and
again, this comes back to communication. You don't have to be married. You don't. Stay engaged for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years.
Have a long engagement.
It's just fine, you know. And if you can make it to the 5-year mark without killing each other and being in a great communication level, you have a 57% chance better of lasting. most marriages end, and I think they have an 85% chance of divorce before the first 2 years.
I'm not really sure if that's accurate or not,
Yeah.
but it's still. But either way, again, these are our little key points of having a good foundation for a marriage or even for a relationship.
And for us, when we first got married and everything, we didn't have a good foundation. You know, we started going to church. I just barely started going to church in here past a year and a half, and our foundation is getting better and better. Because if you don't have your foundation on God Almighty, then you know He is the rock. He is the rock of Gibraltar. It's sturdy. And He makes your things work better. The better foundation you have, the better building
The better
you
you are.
Yep.
Yep.
But that's just us.
Yeah, that's just us. We're not trying to
Push our stuff on
you, but that is the way we are choosing to do our marriage from here on out. We've been going to church for about a good year now, and we are encouraging our children to go to church too. Our children were never
church
kids.
And that was I feel bad for not giving them that. But then again, I wasn't a church kid growing up either. I knew Jesus, I knew God, but I was never...
You knew of Him, but you didn't know Him.
I knew Jesus. My little brother's named Jesus. You know, I don't know most Hispanics would know this. You know, we know Jesus. Just we didn't know Jesus. You know.
But yeah, I hope these key points help you. I hope they were informative. I hope that you were blessed by it. I want to know, you guys that are out there that are YouTube
aficionados, YouTube
that you are also put out content. I would also like to know what would be your advice for your children or for a young couple that would come and seek you out for marriage advice or relationship advice, or what would be something that you wish that you had, you know, as you went on in your marriage, because I think us as older, I'm not that old, but us as older parents, guardians, influencers should try to lay out some sort of foundation for the next generation that's coming. But that's just my way of thinking. Voice is driving crazy.
No, I'm driving because the dude's in the middle of the road. He's between two lanes.
Patience, guys, patience. Anyways, well, if you like this, please give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. That helps us out tremendously. We are trying to put out content every Monday. We don't really like to have a set schedule because life happens.
Yeah.
But we are really, really trying very, very hard to get back on the roll of things. But yes, leave us a comment down below. If you guys want or need a prayer, or y'all have a prayer request, leave it down on the comments down below. I will also leave down our email address, so that way you guys, if y'all want to reach out, y'all can reach out. Y'all can leave your prayer request. If you have any questions or concerns,
let us know.
Let us know. Alright guys, our prayer for you all is that the Lord will
bless you
and keep you and may his light shine upon you and give you all peace. Alright guys, until next time. Bye.